Welcome to yourlocalnote.com. My name's RJ. Mike Stringer also hanging out with us tonight as we have another podcast for you. We've got actually a repeat performance for us. We got a band that we talked to a little over a year ago. They've got new music, so they wanted to come back and showcase it for you. So we've got them back. It's the High Five. So we'll be talking with them in just a minute. But just want to remind you, we are streaming 24/7. Also, we've got free apps. Go to the respective stores and just type in YLN, and you can download it for free. And you can check out music from Philadelphia, from all the bands in the area, for free right here on yourlocalnote.com. So let's get it started tonight with Scars from the High Five on yourlocalnote.com.
I've been thinking about why you do what you do, and I know I've had the best of you. Don't need to shut me out. Why you act so cold? Well, I know you want nothing to do with me. But do you show them your scars?
The song is called Scars, and it's from the High Five, and we've got them back about a year ago, a little more than a year ago, guys. You were in the studio talking to us, and you had just started out.
So did you.
We were a year old.
Okay.
So we were a year older than you. Okay, we were veterans, but no, I'm kidding. Yeah, we had just started out. We were about a year old. You guys had just started out. You're back. You got some new music. Love it. I love what I hear from you guys, which is great. So reintroduce yourself. Give a shout out to the guys who aren't here, and then we'll start talking about your new songs.
We're the High Five from Philadelphia. We got me, Rory, on guitar.
Yeah, Johnny Douglas sing. Not here with us right now. Johnny Mick plays bass. Eric Kohlhofer plays drums, and
Yusef Owan Ali on guitar. We got a new guitar player.
Did
now.
you? Okay.
Mixed it up a little bit.
All right, we'll talk about that in just a little bit. All right, let's talk about your new music, Scars. Who wrote it? What is it about?
I wrote that one. It kind of, if you listen to the entire EP, it's we kind of Quentin Tarantino a little bit.
Okay.
It's like a backwards story, if you will.
Oh, I thought someone got stabbed or shot. Or,
Well,
no.
maybe. It's up for interpretation.
Okay.
So, I mean, the concept of the song is basically like, you're laying in bed with a girl and, maybe you're not wearing so many clothes. And, you look over and like, she has a scar on her leg and her thigh. And there's always that story like, oh, yeah, when I was 8,
Right.
I fell off my bike.
Right.
At the same time, it's kind of a double entendre for, other kinds of scars she could have.
I gotcha.
So it's kind of like, do you show these guys your scars and do you show them your scars kind of thing. So it's all the thoughts that like a man goes through like post-breakup. Like, what is she out running around doing
Right.
and whether
Who's
it's
seen-
true or not.
Who's seen her scars now?
Yeah.
Exactly. Got it. Okay, very cool. All right, tell us about what you guys been doing for the last year now.
Well, we definitely have started up a couple different events that'll be recurring. We did a block party back in May called Cinco de Mayo, so we'll do that on May 5th.
Right.
We're looking forward to doing that again. That's a South Philly block party down on Siegel Street between 5th and 6th. Definitely have a really cool lineup that we're putting together this year. We took a school bus to Brooklyn, jam-packed full of Philly rockers, which was an awesome party.
And you got a video of that on your site, on your Facebook page.
Yeah, you can check that out. And,
It's a blast.
Yeah. What else are we doing? We had Spanish filmmaker Danny Garcia, who was touring, showing his documentary called The Rise and Fall of the Clash.
Okay.
So we had a screening of that at the Trocadero and played a show afterwards. And we
cool.
kept up a relationship with him, actually.
Very nice.
He came back a couple of weeks later just to spend some more time in Philly because he loved the city, he liked hanging out. We were partying and having a good time. He hit us up a couple of weeks ago, actually, told us he was going to be in the States for like 4 days, and just 2 days ago, we just wrapped shooting like 4 days straight for a music video
Nice.
for the song Scars. So
Okay.
that'll
We're-
be coming
you're
up
gonna-
in like about a month.
Okay, and you'll send it to us so we can get it on the
Oh,
site?
absolutely.
Okay, that had to be pretty cool. Dealing with someone that established, to putting a video together.
Oh, Danny's great. And he had the whole idea already. Like, I mean, he liked the song anyway, and just understood the concept.
Was it
and-
intimidating? Was it, or did you because you knew him for a
No,
while?
it was awesome. Yeah.
He's super down to earth and like he's one of those guys that he gets it. And
Okay.
we've always been saying like the type of people we need in our camp are people who believe in what we're doing and
Right.
come for where we come from.
Right.
So even though this guy's from, Barcelona,
Yeah.
he grew up listening to the Clash and
Okay.
early punk rock and power pop. So he's a brother. you know
Well,
what I
well,
mean?
the great thing about, I should say, the thing I enjoy listening to your music is the simplicity of it. I mean, it's rock and roll. It's there, and you don't apologize. You don't make any excuses, and you're just like, here we are, here it comes. Get ready for it. And I think that's very cool, and I think that's a part of your appeal is the simplicity and the fun that goes along with it. That's at least my interpretation, and that's why when I saw the video of the bus ride to Brooklyn, and you saw the great time that not only you guys were having, but your fans were having, and then you hear the music going along with it. It just fits together. So I mean, you guys do a great job with that, and I think that's a big part of your appeal is the simplicity of your music. You're like, hey, we got the music, and we're gonna have fun with it. Am I missing it, or is that what you're looking to do?
That's it. We try to have the kind of vibe where anyone that's out to see us and enjoys the show or the music or whatever, like all 5 of us are the kind of dudes that are going to be hanging out and getting to know people and just partying as late as we can.
Nice. Now, when you said he had an idea for the video already when he came to you, how much of that process of creating it did you guys get to have if he already had this idea?
Quite a bit. I mean, he was
think he
pretty
just-
open to everything that we wanted to do because he had a certain idea for it, and I think because it was a little more personal of a story for us. You know, we kind of brought it and said, yeah, we like this, we don't like that. And then he would bounce back with a new idea and we go, oh, we like that, let's do that. So, I mean, it was a group effort, but we definitely couldn't have done it without his
And
creative
generally,
input.
he understood the concept of the song. And so, for the most part, his idea went right along with, you know, what was going on anyway. So
Nice. And did you plan on doing a music video for Scars anyways? And you had...
eventually, but it wasn't something that we had, like, you know what I mean, on top of the list because, you know, just we take what we have in front of us and we do what we can with it.
Right.
You know, and so Danny's the kind of person that we just kind of been waiting for to, you know, show up in our lives because, you know, he understands the position we're in.
Yeah.
You know, we're not, you know, we don't have a budget to, I mean, we've seen a good amount of the footage and it's just, you know, it looks like a film. It looks really good and, you know, we're just excited to see, you know, have a visual, like,
Right, sure.
yeah,
Excellent.
you know, music videos are cool.
Yeah.
So it'll be like, you know, our first music video.
Yeah,
So.
really looking forward to it. Although the bus trip video, you know, that's a music video right there.
Yeah, that was kind of like a twofer, though. You know, we didn't really plan that as being a music video. That was just something we were actually doing, and
Yeah.
we were lucky enough to have the documentation. Yeah, our buddy Andrew Geller at Woodshop Films, totally responsible for that.
Yeah, the Scars video is going to be like our first cinematic type,
Sure.
you know, music video, and it does look awesome. And you can tell that he's European because it's really artsy at times and cool looking. At the same time,
He's great.
you can tell we're in Philly too. 'Cause it's
Now, when we last talked last year, you had your debut album. Now you're working on an EP still. These 3 songs are.
This is released. I mean, you can go on our Facebook, facebook.com/the High Five Band. Check us out. You can go on our Reverb Nation. That's where most people listen to it. It's reverbnation.com/the High Five RN. You can see us at any one of our shows. We play Philadelphia at least once a month. We actually have a new monthly event that we just started doing at Voltage Lounge, which is directly next to Electric Factory. It used to be Whiskey Dick's and J.D. McGillicuddy's.
Yeah.
Basically, what we're doing is we're doubling as a band and as a promoter. What we're doing is we're having a monthly showcase of bands. So what we'll do this particular month, what we have is we have our good buddy Eddie Gita DJing, and we have a band from Baltimore called the Ravagers and a local band called the Mean Streets playing with us. And we're gonna do this every month. So try and have a touring band, try and have a local band. If we have new material, we can showcase it. We can have a DJ. So we're trying to foster a rock and roll scene around us. So to get everybody interested, you know.
Excellent. And I mean, we can help you with that. We'd love to help you with that as far as networking, getting bands, you know, in for a podcast, and then giving you guys bands to put on the bill as well. So does that happen consistently, like the third week?
It's going to be second Saturdays for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
Of every month. That's at Voltage Lounge. Starts at 9:00.
Cool. All right, let's go to the second song, Hiding. What can you tell us what that song's about? Who wrote it?
That was kind of a mixture of me and you on that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here it is.
Sometimes I have to go like a few seconds into my head, like what the words are and everything. Like hiding, man. You know, it's I guess it's the next in the story. All right. Well, I mean, Scars is, you know, you're wondering what's been going on with a past lover. Hiding is just kind of like, yeah, where you been?
Okay.
Like, you're just kind of really asking that question.
It's a pretty transparent song. It's the step right before where Scars is. Like I said, it's kind of a Tarantino. We're starting at the end and going back to the beginning.
Right.
It's kind of that moment where, even though you're like, that sucked, I don't want to be with that chick anymore. You know what I mean? Where you're like, you can still like call me sometimes. You know, like maybe I don't necessarily want to be with you, but you know, you could be with me like on occasion, kind of thing. Yeah. So it's kind of like. What is it? What is it? A remorseful booty call? Like, what is it? How do we explain it? Like, you want him in your life, but not to the degree.
Remorseful.
Booty call.
Yeah, it's the extent of like, you know, you want them in your life, but not necessarily in the way that they used to be, and they're like, no, it's black and white. You either have them or you don't, kind of thing. So it's kind of that frustration you go through, and like trying to have your cake and eat it too, kind of thing.
That's right. Yeah, got it. I think we can all relate to that. Yeah. All right, we are talking with a High Five. They are back again after a year to talk about new songs on their EP. This second song is called Hiding, and you're listening to yourlocalnote.com.
Where you hiding? I haven't seen you in days. Ain't no hiding that look on your face. I can't decide if I'm better off dead.
That is Hiding, and this is yourlocalnote.com. We're here with the High Five, just catching up on what they've been up to. They're very busy, playing a lot of shows. They got a lot of things planned. I love the idea of annually doing, the Cinco de Mayo, the bus trips more frequently, and now at Voltage Lounge. That all sounds great.
Yep.
Yeah, once a month at Voltage Lounge. The song specifically, can you just talk about comparing these songs to the songs that we were playing last year, as of how they were written and how they're played? Like, what are the differences between the two?
A lot of differences. I mean, as a listener, you might not notice right away, but 2 lineup changes.
Yeah,
First of all, 2 lineup changes since last year. We now have Eric Kohlhofer on drums, which, if you ask me, he was always our drummer. It's just now he's the one sitting behind the kit.
Okay.
Eric and I have played in bands for years together. Before this, my last band, Hate and War, was a hardcore punk band. Eric played drums in, and before that, we were in the Ghouls, and we toured for a couple years together in the Ghouls. But I did about 6 full U.S. tours together in that band. So, you
guys have a lot of chemistry.
Eric's a longtime soul brother of mine, and it's good to have him, and you can hear the difference. We're really tightening up, and now we have Ali on guitar, and he's, we tried Ali out about 1.5 years ago. Wasn't quite the right time, and
but this is Mason on these recordings.
Oh, on these recordings?
Yeah, these recordings is a guy in the middle. When we were here last year, that was just me. So the High Five, there was only 4 of us on that track.
Yeah, there was only
Don't tell anyone. So that was me. And it was good for me and bad for me, I think, recording-wise. Like, it came out how I wanted to, but I was kind of new to songwriting, and I think I've learned how to...
We didn't have that dynamic with you playing with another player on guitar.
When you're only bouncing ideas off yourself, you get a certain sound, and the guy we had for that record, man, he brought in this simplicity, as you said, that really threw me for a tailspin in a good way as a songwriter.
No, Mason was great. Mason was
I
really
never
great.
thought to play it that way.
Calm you down a little bit, probably. You're not stressing so much about the songs.
Yeah, didn't have to think so much. He would fill in those little gaps, and and our new guy does it even better.
Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself. Yeah, Mason's on the recording, and we did a really good job, man. Really good studio work, and awesome. You know what I mean? He had awesome stage presence and everything, but moving forward.
Yeah, and the production quality on this is great. We worked with Tommy at Milk Boy. We love those guys. They're awesome. They did a really good job. Great to work with. Matty Schenk was one of the sound engineers.
That studio was a relief to work in.
Yeah, the place is beautiful.
Did you, the recordings on your debut, was that a do-it-yourself effort by you, the recording process too?
It was with a friend of ours who records and
manager
we
at the
worked
time,
with.
Doug Taylor, Gray Sky Studios in West Deptford, New Jersey. Helped us out with that one. But yeah, Milk Boy, they I don't know how long they've been in the studio. They're actually on the 3rd floor in the same building at Voltage Lounge, right there next to the Electric Factory. So it's kind of, we'll just kind of keep it all in the neighborhood.
You can hear the difference, and this is the one thing that when we put this project together, yourlocalnote.com, is we wanted to hear the bands grow. And, we liked what we heard from you guys from the get-go. That's why we brought you in. And then we hear these songs, and it's like, wow, you can hear how you guys are progressing, and you can hear the confidence. I mean, I know you're a confident group of guys to begin with, but you can feel it and hear the confidence going from the first 4 songs that we played at the first podcast last January of 2012 to now these 3 songs. And it's great to hear that kind of stuff. And you said it, Rory, that as a songwriter, it's the maturation process is just continues. Mm-hmm. Do you see now with different players different possibilities with new songs?
Yes, completely and utterly. Like, even having the new guy in Ali, he's coming from somewhere where I come from a little bit, but he's really in depth with old Delta blues. And even some of the old Chess Records recordings kind of stuff. And he's huge on early Stones and Dylan, and he's the first half of the 60s.
Okay.
I'm the ass end of the 60s and into the 70s.
That's an eloquent way of putting it.
Yeah, for lack of a better way to say it. So I feel him pulling things out of me that like I didn't know that I could think of, and vice versa. He'll come to me with a groove, and I'll go, I would never think to get in that groove there, but I'll be like, but change that chord there, and I'll be like, I never thought to change that chord.
Right.
So I mean, I'm really, really excited about getting in the studio and doing a full length with Ali.
Johnny, as a singer, does the group dynamic, since it's changed, does that affect you? I mean, you're the lead guy.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, it rules.
Okay.
Everything's way better. I mean, having Eric on the kit anyway is like
that's
just
a comfort level thing.
Yeah, like it's just it's a familiar beat because I know what he's gonna do.
Right.
You know what I mean before he does it, and even when he surprises me, it still all falls right into place like perfectly. And it just like sometimes there's just like those moments where you look and you make eye contact because he knows he just killed a fill like so tough, and you're like looking back and I'm just like, dude, you can't be doing. All right, do that. So but yeah, Ali actually. He's been a good friend for years. Like I said, we tried him out a year and a half ago, and we weren't quite solid enough as an existing lineup, and he might not have been quite solid enough as a player at that time. But since then, he built a group of his own that's been playing out all the time. The Ridden Fifths, ironically, he became our Ridden Fifth.
Okay,
and just kind of like proved himself as a player and as a lifetime rock and roller. Some boys are just born rockers, and he's one of them. Anyway, me and him have been working on some songs on the side anyway, just for fun, and a lot of that stuff is going to translate really well.
So you have more stuff set aside to when you get a chance to record, ready to go.
God. We're ready for a full.
Yeah, we can.
Really,
yeah.
We're ready for four.
If anybody wants to put us in the studio tomorrow, we got the songs.
Okay.
Any older women with money, we love you.
We do all kinds of things.
You should. Yeah. Okay, that's all I need to hear.
That's all you're gonna.
Seriously, Kickstarter, guys, look into Kickstarter.
Yeah, we thought about that.
We've had several bands that we've talked to, and they've had really good success with it. So, and if you want to talk to us about what they've done and try to maybe hook you up to talk to them,
that'd be awesome.
Be more than happy to do that because it seems like a great program, and some of the bands are really excited about that they were able to get all these people, that helped out and contributed and got the money so you can do it right. Because that's the important thing, being in a position to do the songs that you want to do and you're not rushing through them going, okay, we only have X amount of dollars.
No, that's the worst.
It's been terribly frustrating. Like, if I could just live in a studio,
right,
I couldn't be happier.
At least Ali's building one in his basement. So.
Yeah, that's a great thing about what's going on with technology.
Yeah.
20, 30 years ago, building a studio, you couldn't do that, or you had to be super successful.
Sure.
Now it's within a price range, and I think this is the great thing about what's going on in the music industry. Forget about the record companies; you don't need them anymore, and I'm sure they don't like to hear this. And I got friends in the record industry; they will hate to hear this, but do-it-yourselfers can get it done.
Yeah,
and
we've always known that coming just from the punk rock roots in the background, where all the shows are in the basement anyway, where it's like no label really wants to support what you're doing.
So you're at home.
We love it.
This is like right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, we don't want anything from anybody anyway.
There you go.
Just do this shit.
That's good.
Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that. That's fine.
Even with the fact that there's the possibility of home recording. If you do choose to go with a studio, it gives you way more leverage,
right?
Because they know that they're a dying breed,
exactly,
and you can kind of use that and kind of have people bid for your project.
The big advantage, though, I think with the studio still is having a producer, so it's a different ear coming at you with different ideas and different experiences to maybe fine tune and tweak things for you guys.
Definitely, that's definitely something we're considering for when we do end up cutting the record. Who we'll have working with as a producer. We have a couple of people in mind.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right, and if you need help with that, we've run into some people too. We'd love to throw at you guys and just to check out.
Awesome.
That would be great.
All right, let's go to the third song. It's "Fallen Out of Love Again." Let's talk about it, Rory. What is this song about?
This is the beginning of the story.
Okay.
At the end.
But it's the beginning and the end, and this is the one that brings it all full circle and keeps it spinning.
Yeah. With this one's actually really funny. That when I had wrote this, I was still dating the girl that these songs may or may not be about.
Okay.
And I would always write songs, say, hey, baby, come check this out.
Yeah, right.
And when I played this one, she had a look on her face like, you've been writing a lot of shit like this. Like, and I was like, oh, no, it's about Johnny and his girlfriend. It's got nothing to do with me. So that's just an introduction to this song. This song says it like it is. It's basically like, as fast as you can fall head over heels for somebody, one day you can wake up and it's not there anymore.
Okay, very cool. All right, we're hanging with Rory and Johnny from the High Five. The song is called Fallen Out of Love Again on yourlocalnote.com.
As I fell in.
The song is called Fallen Out of Love Again. The group is the High Five. We're hanging with Rory and Johnny from the High Five. All right, Rory, you say there's a theme to this song. It's sort of, or this EP, and it's sort of Tarantino-ish, where it starts at one end, starts at the end and goes to the beginning. Was that done on purpose, or did it just fall that way?
It occurred organically. I mean, I was writing these songs as my personal life was progressing.
Okay.
And then I started to see that it was linear, and I said, "Wow, there's kind of a story in what we're doing here." And
okay,
it just happened naturally.
Now, Johnny, do you ever look at Rory and say, you got to keep your life going, otherwise we'll have no song? No, I'm kidding.
Sometimes I tell him he can jump out a window.
That'd be tough to write a song after that. So anyway, all right, let's get to where
Tupac's been doing it for years now.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Let's talk about where people can find your music.
Currently, you can stream it, like I said, on our Facebook and our Reverb Nation. We're currently working on getting it up on iTunes and Amazon Music. And yourlocalnote.com, our favorite. You can also get it at our shows.
Cool.
Right now, we're using this for strictly promotional purposes. I think one of the first physical records we're going to have is our upcoming full length that we're just now finalizing where we're going to work on it.
Okay. And how long do you think that is it scheduled to be out by the end of the year?
I would like to hit the studio by summertime, and I project that we'll be there by then.
Okay.
Right now we're just picking producers.
Okay,
much.
keep us up to date so we can keep your fans up to date what's going on. All right, very cool. And then shows. What shows you got coming up?
Every second Saturday at Voltage Lounge, which is the bar right next to Electric's Factory on 7th Street between Callow Hill and Spring Garden. Every second Saturday, we're throwing an event called High Voltage. So we're featuring live bands, touring and local, just the tightest punk rock and roll that that's out there live, like currently. So yeah, come check us out there. I don't know what other shows we have. We got the block party coming up, the Cinco de Mayo,
which is on May 4th this year.
May 4th,
contrary to popular belief.
Yeah, we want to keep it on a Saturday this year. Okay. So
we got kids that live on that block. Want to make sure they're not keeping them up too late. So
very considerate.
Yeah, got it on a weekend. Come check us out there. We're gonna have tons of local acts. We're gonna have vendors, food, drinks. Everybody. It's kind of like an art music festival that we're trying to get bigger and bigger every year. So.
And if you ever just want to come hang out and party, meet us, network, we're always hanging out at the Guitar Army party every other Thursday at the Barbary. That's always a good time too.
Excellent. Now, your live performances since you've added Eric and Ali, how have they, morphed into, what it is from the last time we talked to you?
I'm so comfortable. I don't have to worry about anybody getting their parts right or anything, and I can focus strictly on losing my mind while I'm playing guitar because I know I got 4 of the most killing musicians behind me, so I don't have to worry about them. Yeah. So it's great for me personally, and I think as a group we have a dynamic. We're rockers.
I feel like I know how to sing all of a sudden almost.
Oh yeah, explain that. What do you mean?
It just feels more natural now. You know what I mean?
Good.
Everything's just coming out easier.
Now, when you're up there, are you thinking about what you're going to do next, or are you just feeding off the crowd and it just kind of happens and then you turn around and you're like, oh, set's over?
It's a little bit of feeding off the crowd, but whether there's a crowd or not, the energy's there. I try not to feed off the crowd too much because, everybody...
You want the crowd to feed off your energy as opposed to the other way.
Okay.
Stay in control.
Got it. All right, what are some other websites that we can find your music on?
You can check us, like I said, Reverb Nation, Facebook, YouTube us. We have tons of live footage up, and we have a music video from Fallen, and check it soon. We'll have a video for Scars. I would say we have like 15 live videos up that you can find, and if you want to see what we look like and how we act on stage, check it out.
And of course, yourlocalnote.com.
There you go. Nice. We appreciate that. All right, the final song we're going to end with here is a live song.
Yes, Stone Fox.
Stone Fox. And that was recorded at the Troc.
Correct.
Tell us about that show. How did that go for you? That was after they screened the Clash movie?
That was that, right, correct. That was the event where we had, Danny Garcia, who did the film Rise and Fall of the Clash. Yeah, we had a screening. I'd say it was a pretty good success. I don't know how many people we had, 250 people maybe?
We were probably, I think, if I remember the numbers, 30 people short of selling out. And there was a huge storm that night. I mean, I saw the sheet for the end of the night.
Yeah.
We had like 20-something people who bought tickets who didn't even come.
Right.
Because it was like torrential downpour. It was a huge success. It opened up a lot of doors for us. We got to do an interview on MMR the day of it.
Nice.
With Preston and Steve,
Excellent.
with Danny, and talk about the event, talk about us, which was fun to plug us. We got to do that. We got printed in City Paper about it. We had, Celebrity covered it. That opened up a lot of doors for us. It was great.
Yeah, it was a cool time. We're gonna have Danny back too, because he's finishing up another documentary on Johnny Thunders called "Looking for Johnny."
Yeah.
And so he's finishing that up. So as soon as that's done and he's ready to come back around and screen that, we'll do another similar event for that too.
Excellent.
But yeah, so the Stone Fox though, the song, this one's actually, it's kind of interesting because when we tried out Ali on guitar, last year and a half ago, this was a riff that he brought to the table that he didn't mind that we would hang on to, and this is what it turned into. So this was kind of like the first Ali and Rory high five song ever.
Before he was
even in the group. Yeah. So.
And this one I think is cool because it kind of scratches the surface a little more of our sound, and like because I'm hugely into music theory and stuff, and this one I do tons of experimenting with different, like, you know, I'm going to use the Mixolydian scale and diminish this,
okay.
and so this one gets kind of like,
This one's kind of a prophecy.
yeah, this one gets a little trippy. So
All right, and I just want to remind the listeners too that you're gonna be coming out with a music video that you worked with Danny on too. So, all right, so keep an eye out for that, guys. Thanks so much for coming back and talking with us.
thanks for
you.
having us.
No problem. We've been talking to the High Five. They have a new EP out. You've heard the songs from that, and now you're going to hear a live performance from the truck. The song is called Stone Fox. And let me remind you that we're going to have a brand new podcast up next week. Download those free apps for iPhone and Android. Just search YLN. And sign up for our newsletter, too. Email us at contact@yourlocalnote.com. We're talking with the High Five, and this song is Stone Fox, and you're listening to yourlocalnote.com.
Jesus,